So hi, Welcome to Nice Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Happy Monday.
It is. God damn it, it is.
It's quite literally a Monday. We're just pre-recording this because we've both got shit to do today. We're both going to shows tonight, which will make us unavailable for when we would normally stream. I'll be seeing Slipknot and Knocked Loose in New York City. And
I'll be seeing Belmont and Lil Lotus, Our House, and one more that I can't remember, but those people.
Yeah. So we'll be doing our thing tonight, and then we'll have one more pre-recorded one next Monday because I'll be seeing Tate McRae, and Glory thinks that's so funny. But I'm gonna.
It is so funny.
I'm gonna have a blast. I don't even care.
And I'm happy for you. I'll be like giggling, but like cheering for you at the same time. It's gonna be a lot of mixed emotions for me. And
then after that, we'll be so fucking back to live streaming. You know how it goes
for like a week.
Yeah, and then Glory goes on her world travels, but we'll figure that out as we go. Last week when we recorded the last podcast was when I was on my way to a show. Well, I wasn't actively on my way, but that night I went to one. I saw Chevelle, Tiger Cub, and Return to Dust a couple Saturdays ago, August 3rd. So that's 2 weeks ago at this point. Yeah. It was a cool show. Went to go see Return to Dust. If you saw on socials, I got to say hi to them, which was cool. So they put on a good show. I was bummed they only played for 20 minutes. So it was a good thing that I got there when I did, because I was running late because it was pouring so hard going there that, we all had to do a little bit under the speed limit on the parkway for a good chunk of miles. And then, I had to eat my dinner very quickly in the car that I was like, I have plenty of time to eat it. And then I fell way behind schedule. So I'm glad I got in there when I did, because I only missed like half of the first song. And I was like, they'll play for 30 minutes. And then 20 minutes was up and they were packing up, getting their shit off the stage.
You're like, oh, well, what about the last 10 minutes, guys? Come on.
And then Tiger Cub came out. I caught some of their set, and then I went and met Return to Dust, and then hopped back in for the rest of Tiger Cub's set, but I didn't catch the whole thing. I thought they were cool. I wasn't entirely sure what to expect because I hadn't listened to them before. I thought they were cool. So, that's all. That's all I got there. It's not something I would go and like check out outside of the show, but I thought that the live show was rad. And then Chevelle came on, and I have been to the Wellmont a handful of times up in Montclair. I don't go very often just because they don't normally have shows that I want to go to, and most of the shows that they have I wind up at, so it's a couple shows a year. This was the most packed I've ever seen it, and I saw a Bad Omen show there, and it was a madhouse in the Wellmont for Chevelle. There were so many fucking people there. So
I didn't know Chevelle had that poll. I'm gonna be so real. Like, that's kind of wild. Against fucking Bad Omens?
Yeah. Well, Bad Omens announced the show like days before because it was a Bamboozle Fest makeup show.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
So that was just, they sold the capacity and that was it. It was fucking mobbed inside the Wellmont. I couldn't even stand, like, the way it's set up is like there's the floor part, and then there's more standing room back behind the bars, like by the bars and stuff. I had to stand back there because the actual floor in front of the stage was packed solid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. I'm good on that. I don't even want to try to squeeze down there. I don't like the band enough to do that. No. But they put on a good show. They're a very tight band. I've heard of Chevelle, but had, we listened to their last record on the podcast, but we're probably like, it was good, and then moved on to the next topic.
Was it 2020?
Yeah. So, never really checked out Chevelle, And this was my first time, despite hearing of them a bunch. And I thought
like
they were
entire life. I feel
Yeah.
I've just known the name Chevelle. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck, yeah.
So yeah, I thought they were rad. But other than that, as we said, tonight I got Slipknot. Gloria's got Belmont. Next Monday I got Tate McRae, and then next Friday I got Pollyanna. So
that's the Rooftop,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. I remember when that was just an idea. Oh my god, now it's happening.
Yeah, I can't believe it. So yeah, we're coming to a close here on the show chaos, but that's good because I'm sure you could ask Glory. I was clocked out a little bit there for a second when I was going to a show every other fucking day. So it's good. I'm back in the saddle. I'm getting my work done. Not texting her, telling her I'm gonna get it up 10 minutes before it goes out. I promise.
Can you please get the thumbnail ready?
So I'm so fucking back. We're so fucking back. But yeah, and I'm just I'm stoked for the knot tonight. Been a while.
Yeah. I'm excited for the Mont tonight. I'm so ready. I'm so excited. I'm genuinely like pee my pants excited for this fucking show. I'm so serious. Like, you know how much I fucking love Liminal. Like, I probably should learn like a couple of their other songs before I see them, but like if they play Liminal front to back, I'm set. I got that shit down. I got it down. I don't think they will though, so
that's great.
Fucked. Yeah.
But we've got some topics to talk about. Last week it felt like it was nothing but singles. This week it's a little bit more balanced.
Yeah, right.
Not a lot of singles, which is good. But jumping into it here, 4 Years Strong dropped their new album Analysis Paralysis, which is quite the title.
Isn't it fun? It's so fun.
Yeah, and this is quite the record.
Dude. Okay. So first listen of this record, I was hooked immediately. I mean, from the singles, I think we were both kind of already on board. I think maybe there was one single. Didn't they drop like 4?
4 or 5, yeah.
4 or 5. Yeah, I think only out of the 4 or 5, there was only one that each of us kind of went, I don't know about this one so much, but the rest are fucking incredible. In the context of the record, there are no bad tracks, in my opinion. I don't have a single track where I went, this one overstayed its welcome. This one just doesn't sound good or doesn't fit or anything. Fucking head to toe, top to bottom, start to finish. Incredible record. Maybe It's Me is my personal favorite. I also fucking love Roller Coaster. And then Bad Habits, incredible. I get the huh. Now I get the appeal of the huh. I was waiting for it again and again and again. And also the opener was my favorite single that they dropped. So that one will also be named in my favorites. It's such a fucking solid record. It's just so nostalgic, but also fresh. It's just, it checks all the boxes for me, man. It's so fucking catchy too.
Yeah, that's always been the thing with 4 Years Strong, is like how catchy the hooks on all of the songs are.
It's fucking wild.
It don't matter if it's a single or the deepest of deep cuts. Every single song is catchy. What I like about the record is how it almost seamlessly like will go from being super heavy to like no screaming, no breakdowns, no nothing.
Just chilling.
And it doesn't, like, you don't even really notice it because the record is flowing so seamlessly, and they do it throughout the album. Where it creates this fucking amazing experience where, like, if you are here for the heavy stuff, there's plenty of that on the record. If you like when 4 Years Strong is not heavy, which they're great, but riffs, bro. They've got the songs that are a little less riffy. They've got a slow song at the very end. It's really the perfect blend for everybody. But it's the perfect blend just in general. I really enjoyed it. It's fucking fun. It's catchy. And it's incredibly solid, like you said. Like, on first listen, I was like, easy album of the year contender.
Exactly. It's on my top 10 already, man. Yeah.
Easy top 10 contender for me. 'Cause it's just like, I'm like at a loss for words. Like, it's hard to formulate my opinion on the record, not because I'm confused on it, but because I am so blown away by it that I'm like, now how do I put my thoughts of holy fuck, this is incredible into words that aren't just that?
Exactly, because we have to put a little bit of effort into this, but it's like, genuinely, it is such a solid, full piece of work. It is fucking incredible. I think you nailed it where you said it's balanced and seamless, because you're right, it does have moments where it's just like, oh shit, I look up and I'm like, oh, they haven't screamed in a while. There hasn't been a little breakdown in a while. Where are the riffs? But it's like, I'm okay with it, because then the moment I realize that that's gone, it's like we're right back up again. So I really enjoy this. This year has been so good for music. I already have my top 11 for album of the years, and it's kind of pissing me off because the fall releases haven't even come out yet, man. Yeah. I'm cooked. I'm done.
Dude, you're so cooked. And what's even crazier is like you said, like you'll look up and all of a sudden they're like back to heavy, and you just realize that they hadn't screamed in a second. Like, I didn't even fucking notice on my first listen. Like, that's how I'm just like, I was just so blown away and engrossed by the record that I just came out of it and I was like, okay, now I have to listen to that again.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the feeling I keep having with this record, because I you know, as much as I've wanted to do nothing but listen to this album over the weekend, I had a show and then a podcast to get ready for, so this has unfortunately been on the back burner. But the train into New York City today, hey man,
this album doesn't stand a damn chance, man. Holy shit, I'm so excited. I don't know, I hope. Well, they are going on tour, correct?
Yes, sir. They are going on a headliner this late fall, early winter. Got support from Free Throw, One Step Closer, and Death Lenses. So if that's
solid fucking tour,
if that's hitting a city near you, you should go. A couple of my favorites are Aftermath, Afterthought, because that song keeps playing in my head. It's like I've listened to that song a billion times because it just keeps playing in my in the little radio upstairs. A Bad Habit, that's why.
That's it.
And I like Paranoia. I think that it's a solid track. It's fun and it's super catchy. It's heavy, but it's got like super poppy elements, I feel. So I think that song is very cool as well. But I like the entire record. I could sit here and name every single one and why I like it. But overall, I think it's an incredibly solid record. I'm so glad. You know, I was patiently waiting. You know, it's been a while. Brain Pain came out in 2020, and you know they put out a deluxe of Brain Pain, and then they put out a re-recording of one of their other records in the time between these two albums. So it's not like we haven't heard from 4 Year. But you know, it's been a while since we've gotten new music, so I've been patiently waiting. But you know, this record made that 4 years of like basically no new music well worth the wait.
Hey, I guess you could say that they came out of the 4 years strong. I don't know. I tried. You know,
hey man, listen, don't quit your day job.
What's your background in music, Shane? Okay. Oso Oso dropped new album Life Till Bones. I fuck heavy with this record. I think it is very Oso Oso, I guess, to put it. It reminds me of that early 2020, I guess, where it was kind of like that up all night kind of, but well, this is what I did. I stayed up a lot. And I did all-nighters, and I would listen to this type of music where it's kind of like more on the stripped back side, the kind of, you know, very different from the 4 Year Strong vibe that I'm now listening to, but just that kind of like road trippy kind of street lights are on type of music. And I think this album nails that vibe, because that's their sound, that's the band. I think it's fucking incredible. I think all the songs are really great. Application and Seesaw are my favorites, and then I also really liked All of My Love. That one was also really good. I think it flows really well. Um, and yeah, honestly, I genuinely really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I thought that this record was fucking sick. You know, we've known of Oso Oso for a while, and
Oh
we
yeah.
had them on the podcast to chat about the last record.
Yeah.
So you know, we've been knowing about them, been following them for a while.
Mhm.
I thought this album was fucking sick.
Mhm.
It kind of was just dropped. Like
Yeah, right?
I remember seeing Oso Oso tweet like album's coming out August 9th, and then a tweet a little bit later was, oh, it's not done yet, but it's still coming out August 9th. And I'm like, hey man, the calendar and like that ain't adding up, but okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
August 9th, you know, here it is. You know, it was just kind of boom. But you know, I like that rollout a little bit more than listening to half the album as singles, and then when the record comes out, being like, well, we heard half the songs, so you know, our opinion's kind of the same, except now we're tired of the singles.
Yeah.
So you know, I respect it. I like that rollout. You know, in this day and age where the single game is so important. But
Yeah, right.
Stoke and Dog Without Its Bark are some of my favorites, as well as other people's stories. I thought that was a incredibly great closer. I did see that Oso Oso retweeted a tweet about Dog Without Its Bark, that it's actually existed for years. Like it was looks like 4 years ago was when it was like first uploaded to YouTube. And then there were some live sessions that Jade did playing that song. So that song's existed for a while, and now it's finally on an album in its full recorded form. And I think it's one of the strongest songs on the record. That was one of the ones I kept coming back to. I also like Many Ways. I like the way the record opens, but I'm in love with the way it closes with other people's stories. But I think that it's, you know, it's just it's a very balanced ride track list wise, and it's got the vibes, you know.
It's big on vibes.
Yeah,
big on vibes. Yeah, just listening to it makes me very happy. I don't know, it has that skipping down a street type of shit, you know.
That's why there's a song on there called Skippy.
See, they knew
They
knew what
really
they were
do
doing.
think of everything.
They really do. Let's go, Oso Oso. Fucking legends.
Nova Charisma dropped their new album Metropolitan. Hell yeah.
Wonderful. So Nova Charisma, I'm just gonna dive into it for a minute. We've spoken to 2 of the 3 members, funny enough. Sergio from Idola, Dance Gavin Dance, Royal Coda, and now Nova Charisma. He has so many fucking projects. I think that's his bio now, where it's like too damn many. And then also Donovan Malero from Hail the Sun, and then also his own side project, and now Nova Charisma. This album, if I didn't know who the members were before listening to it, I still would have been able to point it out, because firstly, Donovan's vocals are so, you could find it in a fucking sea of voices, right? It is such a, I think I said it when we reviewed their album, but I put his voice up there with Kellen Quinn, Vic Fuentes, Andy Biersack, like in those voices where it's like you hear it and you know exactly who that is. And there are plenty more voices that I put up there, but just off the top of my head. And you can just hear Sergio's direction in the music, I guess, because it's very technical, it's very melodic, it's very well thought out, and it feels like everything was just put together with a very fine fucking, just, it's very detailed. That's all I gotta say. It was incredibly detailed, and I don't know, you could just hear Sergio in it, and it just sounds like the perfect blend of Hail the Sun and Idola. I would say Idola versus Dance Gavin Dance, because in my opinion Idola is a lot more technical and heavier. And I think that's what that was, like a lot of word vomit. I really enjoyed this album a lot, and that's what I'm trying to get out. And I think it's great, and I think it's 2 great minds that are fucking meeting together and making this incredible project. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I thought, that this album was incredible. Obviously, seeing the names on the project and seeing that all three members kind of come from the same, it kind of all bubbles into like this Kill Iconic, kind of area, which is where Carlo, the drummer, and Donovan are from. And then Sergio is in the Blue Swan world, but it all just kind of makes sense because they all kind of make similar music. I believe Carlo and Sergio have been in bands in the past, and Donovan just makes sense for the project because, again, like, they're all just like they're all just in a billion bands, all these guys, and they all kind of are in the same world. So seeing that these names all go together, it just made sense. Obviously, what drew my attention and what got me excited about the project is seeing Donovan on the vocals and seeing Sergio on the guitar, because although it's not music I listen to all the time, I really respect their other projects and respect them as musicians, and always am very excited to talk to them because I just think that they're fantastic musicians. Getting to talk to Sergio the last time about the last Idola record, getting to rip that one apart was, incredible, getting to hear the process behind that. So that's why this is on the playlist. These musicians, fantastic, but the record itself was everything and more that I expected. Seeing these names on that press release and going, there's a project now.
So now there's a project.
Prophet is hands down my favorite song on the record. I think it's so good. But I also really like Smoking Gun at the Metropolitan. I think that's an incredibly strong opener. But, there is not a bad song on this record. Every single one is great in its own way. And, I just gravitate towards Prophet. I feel that it's the strongest song on the record. But overall, it's incredible. And, these artists, they come from bands that sometimes are not the most I wouldn't say palatable, but like not the easiest to enter into because they are like so technical, but I feel like this is a very approachable band where it's not super technical, but you can definitely tell it's Sergio on the guitar.
Oh my god, yes, you can,
because he's just got a vibe.
It genuinely, he has a like fucking swagger that he can just translate into fucking guitar. I'm being so serious. I don't know how he does it. It kind of pisses me off a little bit. It's like, why you? But it's like, honestly, no, I get it. He's fucking crazy. He's awesome. My personal favorites are Irresistible Frame, and then also Where Do You Come From? They just scratch that little itch in my brain. I think they're awesome. And again, I can't say it enough. I fucking love this project and I love this album. This was placed somewhere on my list for the year. I'm gonna keep listening to it and see kind of where at the end of the year where it's officially gonna place in my album of the year list. But damn, dude, it's just a great record.
Yeah,
it's just really good. It's really good.
Hell yeah.
Honey Revenge dropped their new deluxe album, Retrovision Extended Edition.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of fun to say. Wait a minute, let him cook.
So it's got 2 new songs. One of them was put out as a single, which was Recipe for Disaster. Medicine is the whole ass new song. And then we got a couple of reimagined songs for Are You Impressed and Distracted. I like the new songs a lot. Medicine is an ass shaker. Recipe for Disaster is a full-blown ass shaker.
I love it. It's so catchy.
Both songs are very, very catchy. And then the reimagined songs, normally we wouldn't cover, the reimagined. We're like, it is what it is. But like Honey Revenge being such an in-your-face, bright band, hearing the songs like this puts them in a whole new perspective, because it's like you've got the big, bright, in-your-face versions of these songs, and then the reimagined version is like completely like just a total 180. Everything from obviously the instrumentals, but even Devin's vocals, which are one of the, everything about these songs are super bright, but one of the very much driving forces of the songs being so big, really goes with the rest of everything else and strips it back and is like this very like deep and emotional in a way, versus this very bright and big sound that we're so accustomed to with this band. So I thought that they were super cool takes on the songs, and I'm glad that they were put on here to talk about, because they are such an interesting experience if you're a fan of the band.
For sure. My favorite of the two new ones is Recipe for Disaster.
I can tell.
It's okay. It's so damn catchy. It's so fucking good. And as you said, it's an ass shaker. I do really like the new song Medicine. I think it's fucking great. And but I'm sorry, Recipe for Disaster is just the ass shaker.
Yeah.
Sorry. I also agree. I think that the reimagined tracks are fucking awesome. I like that you said that their tones and their sound overall is just very bright and vibrant, almost like neon, where kind of like the reimagined version isn't like desaturated, but it's more like pastels, where it's like it's still Honey Revenge, but it's just little laid back, they took out a couple things. I think it still works. It's incredible. I think they're such a fucking powerful band, and I'm very excited to see how big they blow up, because if you could pull this shit off this early, I say this early, they've been doing this shit for a minute, but this early into your career, you're probably gonna do pretty good. I think you might be successful, maybe. Nah, they're gonna fucking crush it. It's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. Band-maid and The Warning dropped their new single Show Them. So this is a pretty even down the middle collaboration between the two artists. You can hear, each member of each band on the song, which I think is rad. And that is definitely was noticed in the promo where they kept doing those verses with the band members, where it would be band-maid member and the Warning member that play the same instrument, facing each other, which I thought was rad, by the way. But we've become fans of the Warning, so that's obviously why they're on here. I thought that this song was solid. I thought the chorus was catchy, and I think that it's a really cool pairing of the two artists. Never heard of band-maid, but I think they're rad now.
I've heard of band-maid, and it was very shocking, not shocking, but just surprising, I guess, to see this collaboration, because it's like, oh, what the fuck? What do you guys know about each other? I love how this song starts. I think it's very big, and it immediately catches your attention. It's giving like Queen vibes just for that one intro part, where they hold the note. I think that's fucking awesome. I think it's a very strong song. I enjoyed it a lot.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Robbie the Used dropped a new single, The Feels. Robbie just makes songs for the girls. I don't know what to tell you. This shit is incredible, and I'm eating it up. I love it so much. It's just, I don't know if it's like his little sass that he has in his voice or something, but it's just so addicting, and I fucking love it. I don't know what's going on with me. Every time I hear it, I just go like, oh, okay, Robbie. Like, I don't know, man. What's happening to me?
I don't resonate with the making songs for the girls statement. But
sorry.
I think the song is cool. He's doing pop, and he's doing it well.
Yes.
So I gotta give him props there. I think that the song is good. The couple of singles so far have been pretty catchy. So yeah. I'm stoked for more.
Yeah. Damn right. Big fan of this.
Oh, yeah. Waterparks dropped their new single, Guilt, in parentheses, interlude. Now, they canceled Intellectual Property 2. This is technically the last single. They cited mental health as the reason for ultimately pulling the plug on the project, but in the statement they also mentioned there had been a lot of red tape surrounding the project, and it a lot of hurdles to jump over, and also just not feeling creatively fulfilled by the project, and then having to tour off it and yada yada yada. Didn't want to live in the world any longer than they had to.
On the property.
Yes, on the property, within the property world, any longer than they had to. So ultimately decided to pull the plug, dropped one last single, which was just going to be an interlude on the record. So the song is, it's clearly states it in the title. It's a little bit more of an interlude than a song. So I think that it's cool, but like outside of the record context, I can't give you much there. Like,
no,
it's not like it's an interlude. So
yeah, I would like Austin to just drop the project on like SoundCloud again and kind of like try that again, because he did that with the other demos. Yeah, and he was like, "This is not G." I remember that was the fucking.
He named it one.
One. I think he should do that again, because I would love to see where this song is supposed to go and how it's supposed to fit into the story. Because if it's just putting it out, completely get that. You don't have to tour off of demos or shit that's on Spotify. That's awesome. We didn't get a one tour, so I mean, it's okay. But also, I think he also said kind of reliving the trauma that he had, religious trauma, and also just trauma overall from like a relationship or whatever intellectual property was based off of. He was like, I really don't want to do that again. So I understand if you don't want to put it out just at all, but just dropping the interlude alone was a interesting choice.
Yeah.
Because as he said, it doesn't really give us like anything at all to work off of. I mean, it sounded cool. I liked the voice notes in there. I liked the little robot lady talking, but I don't really have anything.
Nah, I got nothing much to say. I heard it and I was like, well, I guess we'll leave it in there to just be like, well, the project's dead. But other than that, there's like,
we're off the property.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about there, other than he tweeted a couple days ago, they're still unsigned. So he was like, what should I drop while we're unsigned? So we'll see if he's a man of his word, if he sticks to it, if we get these long lost songs that the fans have wanted for so long.
Yeah, give us the one with the fucking telephone emoji.
Yeah,
I remember you. Give it. Ryan Oakes dropped a new single, "Comeback Kid." I thought this was good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed this a lot.
Hell yeah! Every time I see "Comeback" and then K, I keep thinking of "Comeback King" by Corey Feldman. So I'm sorry, Ryan Oakes.
Tour fucking hurt you.
I've had Corey Feldman on the brain since I saw him a couple weeks ago.
It's so fucking weird. It's so clips that you keep posting. You keep posting just clips of the tour, Loserville tour, Limp Bizkit, Corey Feldman, and just God knows who else they just decide to bring on stage that night. And it's fucking weird.
I just can't. No, I'm not Loserville posting. I am Corey Feldman posting.
You are Corey.
Both things that I have posted the past couple of days have just been Corey Feldman doing stupid shit.
Yeah, or fucking Fred Durst doing stupid shit to Corey Feldman. It's just like, what the fuck? They're just having fun and they're getting paid for it. And it's like, I'm very jealous. I'm very envious of them.
So. This is not Comeback King by Corey Feldman. This is Comeback Kid by Ryan Oakes. I thought that it was solid. I enjoyed it. It's Ryan Oakes keeps dropping fucking bangers every 4 weeks. So never have too much bad shit to say. It's normally 9 times out of 10 it's a fucking ripper, and this is no exception. Hoping that this rolls into a record or something like that.
I'd love to see it.
With like the way the last record was, where it was front loaded with all the singles, and then you had some songs on the back end that we hadn't heard before.
Yeah, exactly. Love when that shit happens.
Hell yeah. Have Mercy dropped their new single, Dead Letter. I believe that this comes off of the upcoming deluxe of the last record, Numb. This is going to be called Still Numb, based on the cover art of the single.
Still Numb.
Yes. So, that's cool. I'm always here for more Have Mercy. But what was crazy is they posted like 2 days before that they were on like the music video shoot, and then the video came out with the song, and I was like, God damn, That
turnaround is crazy.
Yeah, that is a fast turnaround. Yeah, they posted there like, you're gonna see this sooner than you think. I did not expect it to be that fast.
3 days later, yeah. Like, whoa, it's supposed to be like 2 weeks, guys. Damn.
But yeah, I thought the song was solid. As I said, always here for more, have mercy, and just stoked for more.
Yeah, damn right. I enjoyed the song a lot, and I enjoyed their record a lot. So, fan.
Hell yeah.
Fan. Motion City Soundtrack dropped a new single, Stop Talking. It's not written like I just want to say it like that. I fucking love this song a lot. I don't know what happened. It's just I woke up today and I was like, I could fuck with some Motion City Soundtrack right now. And so I did. This song is so fun sounding. And I don't know, just vocals, everything about it just makes sense. And I really enjoyed it a lot.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this is their first new single in 10 years, because when we had Justin on the podcast, it was about a song that was for a movie that it was never part of, and was like from the recording sessions of a record that was 10 years ago then. So like it wasn't really a new song, but this is the first new recorded piece of music in 10 years. It coincides with the movie DD. It's going to be part of the movie, but I feel that it also stands on its own, obviously. And what is super cool is that we haven't heard from Motion City Soundtrack new music in the studio in 10 years, and it feels like not a second has been missed in that studio time. Granted, they have toured in support of some of their biggest albums ever since coming back, saying that they are coming back. They've had a couple of anniversaries for a couple of those really big albums and have played them in full. So, it gets you back in the saddle.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. So that was what I enjoyed the most about the song, was like, it felt like not a second had been missed hearing this song. I know that they're in the studio working on the next Motion City Soundtrack record. They've been very, very public about the process for that. So that is very exciting. But I'm stoked on this song, and I'm stoked for more Motion City Soundtrack. I'm just glad they're like all the way back now. Like, I've seen them live a couple of times since them coming back, but now they're like, they're so back. Yeah,
they're so back.
Kubla Khan TX dropped their new single, Supreme Ruler, announced their upcoming record, which is probably going to be decently big. Just throwing that out there.
You think? Yeah. Okay.
So this is 54 seconds and does more in 54 seconds than some songs do in 3 minutes. I'm just putting that out there.
That's completely valid. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a fucking whirlwind. I was excited when I saw Kubla Khan in the lineup for the podcast playlist. I went, oh, okay, let's see what they have. Immediately after the Motion City Soundtrack song, I was like, oh, Kubla Khan. And it was just like a fucking, well, was this what Jem was talking about, where he was like, it's an intro, but it's not like an intro. It's like the intro to the, I don't know. He tried to explain it to us, and I went, I understand what you're saying. And I think this is what he was talking about, where it's a fake intro, but it's just like an intro to a song, but it's not connected to it. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I thought this was great though. I enjoyed it. All, what would you say, like 54 seconds?
all 10 seconds of this song.
Incredible.
Yeah, but I thought it was cool. I'm excited for this album. As I said, I think it's going to be mildly big.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's got potential to do one or two things.
Maybe, I think they'll get at least like 5 streams, right?
Yeah. I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah. Okay. Fame on Fire dropped their new single, Nothing Left, and then in parentheses, The Fool. This song is mine. This song is for me. I claim this song. I have the silly little fool pendant right here, so this is my song. I fucking love it, and I thought this was it's just incredible. I really enjoyed it.
Well, guys, I guess I can't give an opinion on this one because this is Glory's song, only for Glory.
Yep.
This is for her. They wrote this one for her.
Just for me.
But
yeah, just for me.
I thought the song was good. Record comes out in a couple of weeks, September 6th, which is very exciting. Um,
That's so close.
yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to see them with Wage War. It's been a while since I saw them. I believe the last time I saw them was opening for Ice Nine Kills, which was
Goddamn,
the
2022.
yeah, the same tour I saw Currents on for the first time. So that might have been 2021.
That tour.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, we got two different tours. I thought you were talking about the one I saw them at.
No.
In 2022. No, you were talking about the Ice Nine Kills, not Trinity of Terror. You're talking about Ice Nine Kills tour.
Yes.
That upsets me.
Yeah.
Because wasn't Bad Omens on that as well?
Yeah. It was Ice Nine Kills, Bad Omens, Currents, and Fame on Fire. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
They didn't come anywhere near me, so I can't be too mad. But it's also like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
You know, it was a movie, you know. So
I don't give a fuck about your
you know, it's been a while since the last time I saw them. So stoked for that, and just stoked for this record to finally be out in the world. Colorblind dropped their new single Needle Eye, and didn't announce the record, but did let us know that it is coming out next year.
That's good enough for me.
That's as close as we're getting to an announcement at this point, and that's fine. You know, I don't need them announcing a record that's coming out in like April or May of next year. I'm good on that. Like, you don't have to announce it now. I don't need to know. Just tell me a couple months before, and I'm good.
Weeks. Yeah. Tell me a couple weeks before. Night before. Actually, just night before.
I'll live with the 2025 information until I'm told otherwise. I'll be all right. I don't need to be reminded every time I hear a single that it's coming out in June of next year.
It's coming out in 8 months, guys. Set your calendar. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that.
So yeah, I thought the song was cool. Found out about Colorblind because of the Honey Revenge tour, the headliner that they did that Pollyanna was on. So that was kind of my introduction. Heard Way Out. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see that tour, so I still haven't seen Colorblind live. But I heard Way Out a lot. Starting to follow them, that they were in that promotion cycle for that single, and I was like, damn, this is fucking catchy. So that's where the introduction lies there. But I thought that this song was fucking cool, and I'm excited for the album at some point in 2025.
Yeah, somewhere in 2025. We don't know where, but it's gonna be there. I enjoyed this song a lot, actually. I really liked the chorus. And I don't know, I fucked with it, just the entire thing. I also really like the vocals. They grew on me as the song was going, because as it started, I went, this is new. Okay. And then it kept going. I was like, oh no, this is good. This is good. This is good. So really enjoyed it. I like the song a lot. Make Them Suffer dropped a new single, Oscillator.
Hell yeah, they did. And they announced their upcoming self-titled record dropping in November. I am very excited. I've heard the singles and been like, album of the year contender right here, very possibly. I'm a big fan of this song. I think it fucking rips. It's heavy as hell. I like the clean chorus, which is something that they've been doing on all of the songs, and what has originally kind of drawn me to the band. But I think that this one in particular is a very catchy chorus, and then they waste no time. Like they'll transition into that clean part, and then they'll just smack you in the face, beat the shit out of you, and kick you while you're down, to get you back into the heavy part of the song. They waste no time with that, which I enjoy a lot. I like ass beaters, so I think that this song is awesome.
Damn right. I fucking love this song as well. I think it sounds like they had a lot of fun just making it. I don't know, just in the instrumentals, you could just hear like, oh, let's put that there and let's do that there and let's do that, because it sounds very well built and structured. And to me, when I hear that, I think, oh, they must have had fun with this. So I don't know, maybe this one was a pain in the ass to make. I don't fucking know. There is a riff in there somewhere. I need to listen to it a couple more times. It sounds like okay, if you watch the Bad Omens live version of Concrete Jungle, I don't fucking know. It's We're Not Gonna Be Artificial Suicide.
Yeah.
you've seen them live. You know what they do. That part when before he comes out, there's like a one little riff that sounds like that for like half a second. And it made me go, oh, this song is so good. Because I like, even though it probably was not intentional at all, it makes me very happy to hear little bits and pieces of songs that probably the influence probably was or was not there. But it gives me a sense of familiarity with songs, and that makes me it gives me the ability to kind of attach myself to them easier. And having that made me go, oh, I fucking love this song because it's already a little piece of something I know I like. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck
all
yeah.
right.
Song rips. And for our last topic, Deadlands dropped their new single "Villain." They signed to Spine Farm, which is fucking dope. You know, known about this band for a while, have been following, you know, Casey, because Casey's got her own socials, and then following the band as well. Kind of started following at the same time for a while. Became a fan of the EP. Got to see them open for Motionless in White, which is pretty cool. Got to see Casey do the get Brian's part in Slaughterhouse in New York City. The first time I saw Motionless in New York City, because Knocked Loose was not on that show. That was the last leg of Trinity of Terror.
Trinity.
So yeah, been a fan of this band. So when I saw that they signed to Spine Farm, I was like, thank fucking God, because I need this band to continue to grow and get bigger, because I think that they are fantastic, and I want to, you know, see them growing, see them out there touring on those big support slots, like you know, all the other bands in the scene. So you know, I am stoked. I think that this is very big for them, because, you know, they had the social media, but they, you know, and had done some cool support slots, but haven't gotten like that big touring support slot yet. So I am excited. I hope that comes with whatever release comes, you know, because typically you don't sign to a label and then you're like, I got singles for you. Like, I'm probably gonna get bunch of singles. Yeah, probably gonna get an EP or an album, although nothing has been released. So I'm stoked. I think that this song fucking rips, and I am excited for more.
I completely agree. I really enjoyed this song a lot. I liked how it opened. And I think the screams are fucking crazy. I love it.
Yeah, hell yeah. But as I said, that's all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook, Good Noise Pod. TikTok, Good Noise Podcast. YouTube, Good Noise Podcast. Audio streaming platforms, you guessed it, Good Noise Podcast. And Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glory's got your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, your merch plug, your Amazon plug, and your important plugs. And then we're going to sign off.
Check out our merch. It is goodnoisepodcast.creator-spring.com. Check out our Amazon affiliate storefront. It has all of our gear that we use to record our podcast. It has this silly little mic here that I use that's always out of frame because it's a little obnoxious. It's going to be in frame for 2 seconds because I moved it. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, Matt from Pulses, Zari, Jeremy, Pop Punk Apologist, David Arrington, and Eric. Thank you to our Twitch subs, Coastal Lover, Matt, again, from Pulses. And,
thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Important plugs. Be a decent person. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Free Palestine. Support small local bands. Buy a little merch, you know? I'm sure anything helps. I mean, we have friends who are small bands out there. You know, that shit helps.
Yeah.
And yeah, just as I said, be a decent person.
Hell yeah. Well, as I said, that's all we have today. I have been Shane.
I've been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.